It is my final day before I'll be off next week. Actually, I guess it's not my final day. I'll be at Bulls Fest tomorrow. That is going to be at the Yingling Center. Come on out. Doors are going to open up at 2:30. It's going to be from 2:30 to 4:30. We'll be on the air from 2 to 5, myself and Aaron Jacobson. And we're going to be hanging out at Bulls Fest talking to all the players, all the coaches on the air. So if you're a USF fan, you're definitely going to want to be listening to that tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. So looking forward to that. I want to get to the Vita Vea audio. Chris Mathis, you have your phone in your hand right now. You see that I just did you get the text that I just sent you?
I did. I see that now, yeah.
So have you seen that video yet?
I have not.
All right, I want you to watch the video that I just sent you real quick. And watch that. So this is a running back, that this high school running back, I guess out of Tennessee. It's like one of the most insane runs I've ever seen. And so he went viral today. He's all over the place with this run. So you seen it?
Yeah, no, I see this guy. I'm watching.
So his name is David Gabriel Georges. So we'll just call him David Gabriel.
Freak athlete, dude.
Freak athlete. So Chris Mathis tonight going to be doing high school play-by-play. I think I told my wife this yesterday. I think I'm more excited for this than Chris. Like, I can't wait to get home and listen to you do play-by-play tonight on, what is it, 1250 WHNZ?
Yeah, 1250 WHNZ and on the iHeartRadio app, so streaming worldwide, baby.
And what game are you doing tonight?
I've got Indian Rocks as they take on Haines City from near the Orlando area.
Okay, so I want you to open up your phone again. Pull that video up.
I like what you're doing here.
Pull that video.
I can't do that, Nick.
Pull that video up, and I want you to give a play-by-play of this high school running back for me.
You're a good man.
I want to hear what it sounds like. Give the people what they're gonna get tonight. So you've got the play. Let's hear what it would sound like.
I knew you had some way of throwing this at me.
Yeah, you knew I wasn't just doing this for fun to talk about high school football.
No, you know what, Nick? They're going to have to tune in tonight at 7:30. 7:30 WHNZ. Yeah, I want to save my energy. Like,
you really aren't going to do this?
Yeah, these are a lot. You know, it takes a lot out of you to call a game.
Wow.
I'm doing 2 shows today. I want to be prepared, man.
You know, one time during an interview with Jay-Z, he wouldn't rap a bar for us because he said his vocal cords, he doesn't sing before 3 o'clock. You're pulling a Jay-Z on me right now.
I wish I were a 25th% of the success that Jay-Z is. But, hey, 7:30, you're going to hear it live, WHNZ. So I'm excited to be on the call.
I'm not listening now. I'm not even excited. I hope the broadcast doesn't work.
Here's the thing, though. You know who will be?
Who?
Page.
No, we ain't listening now.
Your wife's listening, brother.
We ain't listening
I'm just kidding. I want to do it, but I got to save myself. I want people to hear it live. I do. I'd rather do it live because that's how it's really going to sound. And I can't replicate what I'm going to do tonight. I do it raw, on air, just as we go.
Way to leave me hanging, buddy. Way to ruin the bit on the radio.
I might have ruined it for you, but guess what? I didn't ruin it for all the fans out there.
Whatever you're doing tonight, don't listen to Chris Mathis do play. Are you just going to do a Gene Deckerhoff impression, or are you going to be Chris Mathis?
That's the thing. They're going to have to tune in. You know, it's been so long since I've called a game. Might be doing a little bit of both. All jokes aside, there is one guy that plays for Indian Rocks and the Eagles known as the A-Train.
Oh, okay.
And he's a running back.
There's a million A-Trains.
So, you know, hop aboard. He's going to take you into the end zone. You're going to have to tune in.
I hope it goes well. I'm not listening now.
Thanks, bro.
If this was the T-Crash show, you would have did it for T-Crash. You just left me hanging, bro.
No, I wouldn't have.
You just left me hanging.
I wouldn't have. Tommy Chuck could have asked me to do that, and I would have said no.
Vita Vea, that's
Who's
our
my boss, in case you did not know.
Vita Vea spoke to the media yesterday, and somebody asked how his back was feeling, and this was the greatest piece of audio ever. Listen to this.
My back, it's a little tight, but it's feeling good right now.
What is it when somebody like answers a question with a question, like my back? Oh yeah, my back. Yeah, it's feeling a little bit better. The best part is after he signed, he wasn't participating in camp because they made up this whole story about his back. I'm gonna go ahead and just admit it. I don't think that he hurt his back. I still don't believe it. But they made up this situation that he hurt his back, and now they can't just put him right back on the field because then we'll all know that they were lying about it.
And here's the thing, too, Nick. He didn't have a hurt back because the guy was holding bags for his teammates to run into.
Right.
If your star player is hurt and you're trying to maybe work on a contract deal and he's hurt, you don't want to get him hurt even more, you're not going to have this guy out here holding 25-pound bags.
By the way, if my star player gets hurts his back from jogging, I'm probably not going to hand him $30 million. So, Vita, how's the back feeling?
My back, it's a little tight, but
It's like
feeling
when
good
you ask
right
your
now.
kid, like, "What did you just eat a bunch of candy? Did I eat candy? Huh? Me? No." That's when you know when someone immediately is like surprised by the question when they repeat it. My back.
My back, it's a little tight, but feeling
I
good
think that's
right now.
hilarious. Yeah, it's still kind of tight. I got to play that up. That it's kind of tight. Now he did also talk about what went wrong last year, and he mentions not to blame Todd Bowles. I got some thoughts on what he said here, but I want to play the audio for you first. This is Vita Vea yesterday speaking to the media on what went wrong last season, and he talks about how you shouldn't blame Todd Bowles.
There's a bunch of stuff. I feel like kind of want to set the record straight. I feel like there's a lot of stuff going about on Bowles. I feel like none of it is Bowles' fault, and I feel like we all love Bowles. You can ask every player in the locker room. So that's one thing I want to set the record straight as. We all love Bowles. It's not what he's doing. You know, he's telling us what to do. He's giving us all the answers to the test.
So I wouldn't say that none of it is on Todd Bowles, and I get a player's going to stand up there and defend his coach, but I also believe that not all of it is on Todd Bowles. If you believe Todd Bowles shouldn't be the head coach of the Buccaneers, I think you are justified to believe that you believe that. I think your opinion on that case is valid by what we've seen on the football field. But I also think we go a little bit too overboard to blame Todd for every single thing that happens, right? Because when Mike Evans bolted to San Francisco, it immediately went back to, oh, he doesn't want to play for Todd Bowles. When Vita Vea asked for a trade, he immediately, the conversation started to happen and take place from the fan base. He doesn't want to play for Todd Bowles, despite winning a Super Bowl with Todd Bowles in his defense and really being a star in his defense over the last several years. Again, if you believe Todd shouldn't be the coach, you're not a fan of him, I think you're justified to that opinion. But I think we go overboard in this city of everything being Todd Bowles' fault, and I think we're a little dramatic with that.
It's on us players to be able to go out there and execute what he's telling us to do. So he's always putting us in the best position to play. So that's one of the main things.
So I think that Todd Bowles, I think his scheme is complicated, and I think you really have to have good players in order to execute it. And we saw it be executed very well in 2020 when he had a lot of good players. I think last year was a combination of a few things. I think it was a combination of Todd Bowles, and I think it was a combination of not really having the dogs on defense. Not a lot of good players on the defense last year. You couldn't produce sacks. Your secondary stunk. Your best corner was always hurt. Now he's no longer on the team. I don't think it was all Todd Bowles. Now, if you want to start talking about communication issues, that's on Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles does have communication issues, and he always has. I mean, Chris Mathis, how many times have we heard something about the communication breakdown and, yeah, it's just a communication error we had out there?
Almost as many times as we've talked about the Rays Stadium situation.
So quite a bit of times. By the way, we'll talk about the Rays Stadium coming up just after 1:30.
And no communication issues because the Bucs don't play until tomorrow.
Correct. So I understand if you want, like, those things fall on Todd Bowles. Managing the clock situation, those fall on Todd Bowles. And those are all reasons that maybe you don't believe in him being a head coach. But I think when it comes to the players' respect, they do love playing for Todd. I think the one thing we can all agree on, Todd Bowles seems like a pretty nice dude. Like, he does not come across as hateable at all. And I think these guys really do like playing for him. So, again, you don't like him as a coach, you are entitled to that. But I do believe you got to step back a little bit thinking these guys don't like playing for Bowles, because that part I don't believe is true. If you don't believe he is a guy that can lead you to the Super Bowl, I'm okay with you having that opinion. But to think Mike Evans left for San Francisco because of Bowles, I think that's just silly. To think that Vita Vea was sitting out because it was Todd Bowles, he didn't want to play for Todd Bowles, I think that's silly. And I think we got to end that narrative here in Tampa Bay. All right, I want to continue talking about the Bucs. Matt Matera, PewterReport.com. He covers the Buccaneers, does a great job over there at PewterReport.com. He's going to join the Nick Wize Show next on 95.7 WDAE and AM 620.